Yo, what's up, guys? Yo, man, it's freaking hotter than a Hindu jockstrap out here. Just like sweating, humid. I can't run my truck because they're unloading. You know what I mean? It's hot. I went out and took a walk. I was like, I'll go for a walk. I ended up sweating even more. Got my little fan going. That don't do much, man. So, that's why I wanted to talk to some of you guys about, especially the new guys. And I'm just catching on to this. And, I heard about it. I heard when I was looking at videos when I was new, I know a couple drivers would say things like, ask if they pay the exact mileage, or do they pay zip code to zip code. And I believe what's going on is Schneider pays zip code to zip code. I'm actually waiting on an answer. I sent a little message out to my DBL to see what the deal is. Now, on my work assignment in your computer, it'll come back the distance between where you are and where you got to go. So I've been noticing, and I kind of noticed it earlier, but today I really noticed it because of a couple different factors. I guess I'm not trip planning well. But so basically it said from A to B is 77 miles. So, and I always figure now I've noticed whenever it says that and I put it in my GPS, it's always a couple miles over. It's about 10 miles over. And which I'm just like, all right, they're getting their little thing, might be 10, usually not more than 10. So I go, okay, 77 miles. So I figure on 100 miles because I like to overshoot it. So, and they give me two loads. So I accept both of them. I see it's 77. I highball it 100. The R17. Well, I go in to punch it in this morning. Thank God I got here actually last night. The exact route. And it's a good thing I did because I was counting on 100. I was like, I'll just get there in the morning. But, so I punch in, it's 122 miles. So 77 to 122 is a pretty good gap. All right, so you're looking at, actually I rerouted it and I found it at 116, okay? That's a 39 mile difference, and a 39 mile difference here, and I have to go back to the OC. So it comes out to a 78 mile difference. That's a lot of freaking miles, man. That's at least an hour and a half of driving. It bothers me, but like I said, it was probably in the paperwork or whatever I signed when I first started. This is how they do it. It's zip to zip. It's not the exact miles. So when the older guys were, when the guys were saying, hey, ask that question, I never asked that question because I was like, what's the big deal? I just want a job. Don't matter. I just want to get in the door somewhere. And, it matters. Like I said, that's an hour and a half of driving. That's 78 miles. Let's just highball it. And I don't get paid this, but most OT guys or OTR guys get paid at least 40 cents a mile. Maybe not the first year, but we'll go at 40 cents a mile. We'll go at times 80 because it's an extra 80 miles. That's an extra $32 that I'm not getting paid. That's an hour and a half of me driving for Schneider, for them just to basically they're getting me to drive and not paying it. I'm moving the wheels and not getting paid, and that bothers me a little bit. But it is what it is. I can't change the system, but what I will do is I will put it in account for after I get my first year, and that'll go on the con side. You have pros and you have cons, and I have to equal them out and see, hey, that rubs me the wrong way. Another thing that kind of rubs me the wrong way is the holiday pay, which is none. So I was out here on Memorial Day weekend, and I was out here on the 4th of July, and we get no bone thrown to us. Nothing. Not a nickel. That bothers me a little bit too. I don't mind working those days because I understand the company still has to go on. Things need to be done. The whole world doesn't shut down on 4th of July. That's fine. But yo, man, throw us a bone. You know the CEOs and all the managers, they're home with their families, having barbecues, enjoying their family while we're out here grinding. And throw us a bone, I don't like that either. So that kind of rubs me the wrong way. But like I said, Schneider's got a lot of good stuff too. The equipment's good. You've heard me on previous videos. It's a solid company, especially for a new guy. But that like I said, I'm going to take that into consideration after my first year. When I go looking for, all right, now I got a year experience, what do I want to do? So we'll see how that plays out. And, another thing I was thinking about, and, if you're OTR, I know your first year, I'm actually talking to more experienced guys, or not even talking to them like I know something, but make sure you're getting paid what you're worth. Make sure you're making it worthwhile. Just for everybody else. Man, if you're out there like 4 weeks at a time and you're only coming in 4 days, at home 4 days, and then you're back out on the road for 4 weeks, man, I hope you got a beautiful house, 2-car garage, your kids are wearing Nikes, and if that's not your thing, I hope, on your 4 days off, I'm going to fly down to Miami and go hang out in Miami for 4 days. I hope you're making that kind of money. I hope you're making good ass money, like and because that's what you should be getting paid. And if you're, you got to be making good money, because if you're not, you're hurting the rest of the drivers, especially if you got 5 years experience or something, man. You should be making damn good money. You should be making 70, 80 grand a year for doing what you're doing, because you're working your ass off. Make sure you're getting paid what you're worth. You're out there, like I said, making the company money. And if you're working for real low, it hurts all the other drivers. And that's where you have to think about it. If you plan on doing this for a while, you're going to want to make the best out of it. So if companies see like, oh, we can hire, this guy's got 5 years and he's willing to work for freaking peanuts, they're going to hire him, But if they start realizing like, yo, we can't get no good drivers unless we pay. We're going to have to pay, And once that starts going and companies realize that, some companies have it, some companies just don't care. I don't know if Schneider does or not. I know they put a lot of money into new people, so they're making money in the end. How they're making money? They're like, hey, if we bring on all these new guys and we only get like 3 months out of them, we only have to pay them X amount of dollars. Yeah, they're gonna run into things. Believe me, they got all the numbers figured out. Yeah, they're gonna run into something, but the numbers show that it's worth it. And you can think, well, Schneider's really doing their part to bring in new drivers and they really want to help the industry. They want to make money. Believe me, the second that bringing in new drivers starts not making them money, they used to do a training program like Prime does. They don't do that anymore. Why? Because they saw they were losing money. So, we got to make sure that we're getting paid what we're worth, I think it's going to happen. I think more and more it's going to happen, because the trucking industry, there's more people in the world, there's more stuff, they need more drivers, they have to get them in. Yeah, how are you going to get them in? You're going to get them in with money, and another thing is they're going to have to work on is home time. I think I touched on this a little bit. I think it's going to be more regional work, weekends off. You got to give them, if you're asking somebody to go out there 5 days, why don't you go out there Monday through Friday and run your ass off, make us money. Don't worry, we're going to bring you home for 34 hours. What do? You go home, you might be able to get the lawn cut, have a 5-minute catch with your kid. Hurry up, I gotta get to bed. Throw the ball faster. I gotta get to bed because I only got 34 hours. You know what I mean? Ridiculous. Stop it. Companies, you gotta get them home on a Friday and get them back out on a Monday, and then pay the OTR guys a shitload of money on the weekends to run the weekend loads. That's what's gonna have to be done, I believe. That's what my personal opinion is. Okay. Anyway, so just wanted to talk about that stuff, you know. So if you're new, watch that, you know, you might want to ask that question. Hey, is it zip to zip, or are you paying zip code to zip code, or are you paying from A to B? You know, because like I said, I'm going to drive an hour and a half today and not get paid nothing. And not get paid for it. I'm just going to just do it for Schneider. That's like me. I own, what time is it? 10. I'll give you an example what I see that like. Okay, how I feel that is. Some of you know I own a lemonade and a kettle corn stand, okay? I had a festival this past weekend. So imagine my niece helps me. I bring her in. So imagine she comes in and starts working. She's setting up, she's helping, put up tables, put up banners. She's not getting paid for that though. When the people start coming, she starts making lemonade, making the money. Boom, okay, now you're on the clock. Okay, now I'm gonna pay you, and as soon as the day's over, now I'm done paying you, but I want you to start putting my banners away and start putting my tables away and do all that. And you should do it because, you know, I paid you pretty good while the people were here, and that's all we pay for is when the people are here. I'm not gonna pay you for putting the banners away and wiping counters down, and you know, and you should do it just because you should be grateful that I gave you the day's pay, that I let you work. That's the way I see it, you know. I don't do it like that. She comes in because her time is just as much important as my time. Her time isn't any more important than, my time isn't any more important than hers. If she's there, she's getting paid. When she leaves, that's when she stops getting paid, okay? That's, you know, some guys might say, hey, well, that's trucking. That's how trucking works. You know, you might, from time to time, you're going to drive an hour and a half and not get paid. Well, okay, all right, that's fine if that's trucking. You know, well, I'm not going to try and change the industry. You know, if guys are out there willing to work for an hour and a half and not get paid, that's cool. If you're like, accept that, that's trucking. I love trucking, and I'm willing to pay that price, and the pros outlast that. That's cool. You know, I'll decide what I want to do. You know, maybe I'll go local, go hourly, you know, or do whatever. We'll see. But new guys, be aware of that. And that's all I have to say about this. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your life. Enjoy everything. And I'll talk to you later.